It's time for another What I Eat in a Day on WW Purple Plan. Stick around, we're getting into it right now. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya and I've lost over 30 pounds on the WW Purple Plan, eating mostly a whole food plant-based diet. I'm pretty much in maintenance mode at this point, although as we all know, things go up and down over the weeks. So today I'm going to show you everything that I ate today, and then I'll come back around and let you know about my Weigh-In Wednesday results. There are timestamps below in the description box if you want to skip around. Otherwise, let's get right into coffee and breakfast. Okay everyone, how beautiful is that? Welcome to breakfast. This is my loaded oatmeal that I have most mornings. It is half a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats. Sorry, it's hot. Here we go. Half a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats cooked in a cup of water. And at the end, you saw I added a quarter cup of soy milk. Soy is a really important ingredient, especially for women my age as I head into menopause. So I try to have some soy every single day. I also have 3 kinds of fruit in here: blueberries, peaches, banana. And then you saw me make sort of a spice mix, if you will. That was really with chia seeds. These are all 0 points worth. So a quarter teaspoon of chia seeds, a quarter teaspoon of hemp seeds, and a half a teaspoon of flaxseed meal. All of those are for the omega-3s. Most of us get too much omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. So that's why I put those in my oatmeal power bowl. I also added cinnamon and vanilla powders for flavor, and turmeric powder and black pepper to help reduce inflammation, especially because I exercise so much and I want to recover properly. This all in is a 1 point breakfast for the soy milk. So easy enough to leave that out if you want to make this a 0 point breakfast. And then of course I have coffee. I make this in my French press. This is just black coffee. You could always add the soy milk here instead of into the bowl. And then I always have water, just regular old water in the morning. I'm no longer taking those noon tablets for potassium. I spent a day tracking my macro and micronutrients and realized I'm getting enough potassium in my diet, so I don't need to add to it. So I will save those for when I exercise, because I exercise outside a lot here and it is very hot in North Texas and I sweat a lot, so I need that electrolyte tab. Okay, I will see you for morning snack. Okay, morning snack time. I am making a cup of green tea. It is this Rishi Matcha Super Green. I think I have a grocery haul coming up. I think it's posting in about a week or so, where I show you that I bought this super bougie green tea, but it was on big sale, so that's why I got it. This will steep for 3 minutes, and then also I am going to have some grapes. I always, when I get grapes, I wash them and I take them off the stem and I put them in some kind of container, because then they are so much easier to eat and I'm more likely to eat them before they rot. Okay, morning snack number 2. It's about an hour after my last snack. I don't normally eat 2 morning snacks, but it is about 11:30 right now and I need to go out and have my passport picture taken. My passport expires in October and I know it's been taking a long time to get them renewed. So I feel this sense of urgency to get it in, and there's so many steps. There's the form, there's a check, there's a photo. You have to send it all in, and it's all these things I don't have, right? I'm a modern woman. I don't do checks. I don't have stamps. I don't have a printer. So I'm having to do all this different stuff. So anyway, I ate that first snack of grapes and green tea, and then I did a little yoga, and then I had a meeting, and now I'm not gonna make it through lunch. I'm not gonna make it through the passport photo thing if I don't eat something. And what that would do if I don't eat right now is it'll strand me out in the world with hungry, and I try to avoid that. So I could have either eaten lunch now or I could have another snack. I just decided to have another snack. So you saw me make this. This is 1 point's worth of peanut butter powder. I did not add any agave or anything to this like I do sometimes to sweeten it up at night. And then these rice cakes, which I believe it's 1 point for 2. Sorry about that, I'm never ready for this part. For 2 cakes, yes, it's 1 point, and then of course blueberries are 0, so this is a 2-point snack, and I will see you for lunch. Okay, lunchtime. So what I have here is a sort of a strange concoction. I made ramen over the weekend using these. Now, if you don't know about these, this is a Purple secret. These ramen noodles are 0 points on Purple. You make sure you get the millet and brown rice ramen noodles. I got these at Costco, but I am sure there are other places you can get them. You see they are Lotus Food. The only ingredients are brown rice flour and millet flour. So those are 0 points. And then I bought a ramen mix at Sprouts. You'll see that if you go back to last week and watch my grocery haul, you will see that I bought that. And then I put it on a bed of kale on the bottom, and I zapped it all in the microwave. I added mushrooms into here, and then I'm also going to top it with some sweet peppers. If you watched my August goals video, you know that I signed up for a Forks Over Knives whole food plant-based cooking course, so I've been practicing my knife skills and not really knowing what to do with all of these beautiful chopped things. So I'm gonna put that on top, and then I also pulled some basil from my garden system, which is an indoor way of growing greens. And then lastly, I will most likely put some sriracha on top. This can get pointy if you use too much of it. I'm not a huge user of condiments, so I don't worry about it. The ramen base, I believe, had a little sugar in it, so I think the whole container was 2 points, and I got like 4 meals out of that container, so I'm gonna count this entire thing as a 1 point lunch, and I will see you for afternoon snack. Okay, y'all, don't judge me, but this is my afternoon snack. It is a tiny sweet potato that I just cooked in the microwave, and I'm going to put a little smoked sea salt on top of it, as well as nutritional yeast. The reason I picked this as my afternoon snack is because I'm about to go for a run. I started I think it's a 6-week or 8-week running challenge on Peloton. So I run 2 days a week, which is very reasonable. And I'm gonna go do the second run of the week. And I'm not super hungry, but I want to be fueled for my run, and a potato really has good carbohydrates that will help fuel up my body for the run. So that is why I'm eating this for the afternoon snack, and I will see you for dinner. I had a hard time figuring out dinner tonight. I was gonna make pasta. I thought I was craving, which I don't eat pasta very often. It's just not a thing for me. No, it's not a weight loss thing. It's just never, Italian food has never been something that I've craved. And then I just didn't feel like it. And so I always have a lot of prepped ingredients. If you've been here for a while, you know I don't prep recipes, I prep ingredients. So I will always, always, always gravitate towards my 0 Point refried beans and brown rice if given a chance. But that is not enough for me. I like to have greens as well. So I have a very long day tomorrow. So I made a whole bunch of food. I made some extra potatoes. So what's in here, let me get to it. On the bottom is brown rice. That is the 0 Point refried beans. And then this is a mix of kale, sweet potato, celery, onion, garlic powder, smoked paprika. That's a weird combination with the beans, now that I'm saying it out loud. And then I'm gonna get even weirder, and I have been getting into sauerkraut, as some of you know. And I bought a couple of flavors, which I've never done before in sauerkraut. I've always just bought sort of normal, regular. This is a roasted garlic. And if you saw my Sprouts grocery haul, I also got a whiskey dill. I'm pretty excited. This smells amazing. So I'm gonna put some of this on top. That might make for a strange dinner. So be it. I only cook for myself, am I right? Okay, I'll see you for dessert. Dessert time. You've seen it before, I still am obsessed with eating this every night. It is on the very bottom, 24 grams of peanut powder made into peanut butter mixed with water and 8 grams of agave. Scottish oatmeal on top of that, and then I have cherries. Super excited. I've been letting those thaw on the counter for a couple of hours. Fresh blueberries and 15 grams of vegan chocolate chips. All day I've been looking forward to a little chocolate cherry. This is higher point dessert. I had a very low point day. I go into this dessert with 13 of my 16 points left. That does not mean eat a 13-point dessert, y'all. Don't do that. But I can afford to have 2 points peanut powder, 4 points of chocolate chips, and 1 point of agave. So 7-point dessert. That is not unusual for me. And I still lose weight eating like this. Okay, I will throw it back to earlier in the day, Manya, to talk about the weekly weigh-in and the week. All right, that was everything that I ate today. I am pleased with my weigh-in results, but before I get into those, a recap of the week. My week was good. I finally feel like I'm getting into a groove with my eating, which is really nice. I'm eating the majority of my meals here at my house, or food that I've cooked here at my house, and that is always a really satisfying place for me to be. I do not like to go out and eat very much anymore. It's so strange because that was one of my joys in life, was going out to eat in a restaurant. But my palate has really changed, especially since I went whole food plant-based. I can't credit WW with this, although I can credit the Purple Plan a little bit. But if you go back and you watch my early videos, you'll notice I was still eating a lot more processed food, and I was still eating dairy and eggs. And around maybe January of 2021, I dropped that almost completely. I'm always, someone asked me this week if I am vegan, because they haven't heard me call myself vegan. I'm not ready to call myself vegan because I feel like that's a big commitment. And once you start saying that you're vegan to people, you're scrutinized in a way that I'm not sure I'm ready to be scrutinized. So for example, I went out to lunch with a colleague this week, and I told the restaurant I was vegan, and it became this whole thing. They kept coming back and saying, well, in the beet slaw, there is honey, and then there's these wonton crispy noodles on top, and those have eggs, and do you want this, and do you want that? And I'm just not sure I'm ready I don't like that kind of attention, believe it or not. And so I'm not comfortable saying I'm vegan yet. I also still have leather shoes, I have leather bags, and I feel like vegan is a lifestyle. Vegan is a commitment to something bigger than just food, and I'm not ready for that yet. I'm comfortable saying I'm primarily whole food plant-based. That's where I am right now. And I was a vegetarian for over 20 years. So I haven't had meat in a very, very long time. But it is hard when I go out to eat, especially considering that I live in North Texas. I live in a big city in North Texas, and there are always options for me, but it's a little harder than, say, if I lived in San Francisco or something like that. So not complaining, just explaining why I don't call myself vegan. Okay, let's talk about my weekly weigh-in. As a reminder, I started my WW journey in May of 2020, mid-May of 2020, and I weighed in at 163.2 pounds. Today for me is August 11th of 2021, and I weighed in today at 130.8 pounds for a total loss of 32.4 pounds and a weekly loss of 0.6. So I have gained the last 2 weeks. I gained about 2 pounds over the last 2 weeks, and then I lost this week. So I am thrilled. My goal weight is 130, so weighing in at 130.8 today, I'm doing well. A couple of goals for the summer. One was to stay under 135 pounds. So I'd given myself some grace to gain if that's how the summer was going to play out. It's not something I wanted, but I find that summer is a time to relax and to be joyful and to be surrounded by friends and family and to eat. So I'd given myself that grace. So far, I'm doing a good job and not really heading towards 135. Knock on wood, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased with my progress this week. So as always, I hope you are doing well. I hope you find these videos helpful, seeing how I eat in a real world setting while going to work. I think that, well, this week I worked from home, so that was helpful, but that's not always the case. But I hope you find them helpful, and I hope that you are enjoying this community. Give me a comment or a like below. Let everyone else know that you're here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.